Now it is time for us to get smarter at football, for us to learn why teams are good, why teams are bad, and what the fuck is going on in the trenches with AQ Shipley. Woo! AQ, how you doing, pal?
Fantastic.
Missing Joe?
Yeah, of course. All right, so check it out.
Here
we
go.
got the Chicago Bears. Sorry.
Just shut up and
I'm
do
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Check it out. So they wanted to get Justin Fields going. They wanted to get him involved in the run game. So we're going to send somebody in motion. We're going to get a hide. The key is watching Judon. Judon, if he stays up the field, could hand the ball off. But the key, Fields will keep his eye on him. He's going to take a few yards here. That is it. We've talked about it 100 times. A bad step here, 2 steps here, couple inches here, whatever it is. We're going to say he's going to go 2 yards or so. He's going to come down the line of scrimmage. That is it. That is all he needs for Justin Fields to take this thing around the edge, and then he gets a lead blocker out in front with the tight end coming in motion. Here we go. We're going to fake the handoff. Look at him. Look who he's looking at. Boom. He sees him take a few steps inside. The offensive line is selling everything this way to get the rest of the group working that way. Once they all work that way, he takes a bad step here. That is all we need. We get the lead blocker bypassing. He's out in front with a ton of space.
Oh,
how good was that, Zeke?
So good. How good was that? That was just easy football, right? This is what like Pat White, Steve Slayton used to do back at West Virginia. College teams do this. This feels like a play that they can run whenever they want. Is that accurate?
100%. You get a lot of these things, right, with him, Hurts, Kyler, all the guys that are running the ball right now. It is such an added element and puts everybody else in a soft position on the edge that has contained. Because even that right there, they have not shown this. So why would he sit there and play up the field? But if he does play up the field, guess what we got? A big,
gaping hole
right there. So there's so many things they can do off this. Now they also have the play action coming off of this whenever Cole Kmet comes here. Boom, he's out there. Now you can have the play action if you want it off it. There's a billion things you can do off this. But this, I mean, he just gets out in free space and runs untouched. It's unbelievable.
And that's them utilizing Justin Fields in an offense that they hadn't in the past, and hopefully will going forward. Why they would never change this? You don't think it's pretty safe play, it feels like?
Yeah, and as long as you do what Kyler Murray has done a fantastic job in the NFL of being able to not take big hits. He's so good at getting in the open space, running, and then getting down. As long as these guys understand that, you don't have to worry about them getting hit and getting hurt, really. So then, now right here, if he's about to take a big hit, either get out of bounds or get down, period.
Boom. That's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
AJ, you stopping that ever?
You can, but I mean, I would assume next week the guy they're reading off of, Judon, they're like, hey, you're quarterback all the way, bud. Don't worry about the dive. You go hit this guy every single play.
Is that how you beat that? You just he declares one way or the other every single time?
They got those big gaping holes, though. There's a lot of different options, but yeah, usually the end guy, like, he has responsibility. You can slow play it, or your quarterback all the way. Like, you got to. That's something, though, you have to work on all week, though, and you got to get looks at it.
It's awesome.
What if the Bears are good all of a sudden?
There's so much.
Hell yeah.
Possible. There's so much you can do when the quarterback can run. It adds.
And you can't hit the quarterback anymore, AQ. You used to be like, hey, if he's carrying on his fakes, I'm going to kill this guy. Now you can't do that.
No, because they're going to call it. As we've talked about, it should be fair game once they get out of the pocket. But we saw a roughing the passer called. I think I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Outside of the pocket, so who knows what the fucking rules are anymore.
You actually kind of sounded like you were talking for a defensive side of the ball, which you never do. You're always on the complete opposite side. You're always like, oh, shut up, defensive lineman is basically your thing. Then there was a roughing the passer call outside of the pocket, and you said, what the fuck are these guys supposed to do? I honestly, the state of the game right now is interesting. I think we're going to figure some stuff out, hopefully over the next season or two.
Committee.
Hell yeah, hopefully they do it.
Yeah. All right.
This is sad.
Super sad. We're going to highlight two players here. We're going to highlight 2 players that we will not see the rest of the year.
Damn it.
Who have had fantastic starts of the season, probably Pro Bowl type seasons if we were trending and continuing on the season. Elijah Vera Tucker, we will see hustle his ass off and be running damn near stride for stride with Breece Hall at the end here. Breece Hall, a fucking stud, right? I mean, you feel so bad for this New York Jets team because they finally feel like they got things going in the right direction. But the beautiful thing about this, let's pause it right here. Here's what's awesome about this play. First of all, this guy does not get fucking touched in this thing. He will not get touched, which is unheard of in a run play in the NFL. The one thing you're going to see, every single one of these guys are running. You had a bunch that was a little wider to start. You get the point man right there. You get 2 receivers coming out in the lead. You got Dwayne Brown, big Dwayne Brown, getting around, leading the charge. And then watch all of these guys. They're all going to get to this front side gap. He gets through. He's going to beat him and make him go underneath. He will come around, get the nice block on 96 to get this thing started. And then you got all these lead blockers with 2 receivers and Dwayne Brown coming around cleaning this thing up down the edge. And watch this. Does not get touched for 60 yards, 70 yards, whatever this thing was. Look at that hole.
Jeez.
Is that a wide receiver blocking 5'6"?
Where we at?
Browning?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hell of a...
Yeah. 100%. We got 2 receivers, and we got a point man. We got 3 receivers basically on this point, and then big Dwayne Brown.
Dewey.
Big Dewey Brown.
Look at this. Watch this block. Gets the thing started. That's the home run, right? We always talk about. Look at big fella.
Wow.
Look at big fella.
Moving.
I mean, running stride for stride sucks. He tore his tricep. He's out for the year. He's out for the year. But you got to love the effort. This is a different New York Jets team.
Yeah.
This is a team that wants to win.
What?
Are winning.
That's a shame, though. I mean, it honestly is such a fucking shame, isn't it? But the thing I think I enjoy the most, AQ, is this guy's going to go boom to boom. He's going to get to second level. And then this guy's going to have to track here. There's a lot of foot movement to get to the point where the running back's wide open and we have big, gaping holes.
You hit on it, man. I love this. This is a scoop call, right? Center and backside guard get the scoop. Big fella. I mean, this guy's like 330, 340 pounds. He's going to get up underneath. He does a great job holding off just long enough. Now watch. You always say, when you get to the second level, make them lose underneath. That's the biggest thing. You want them to lose underneath. Always lose them on the right side. If he gets over the top, he makes this fucking play. But just him. Doesn't get a ton on him, but he loses them underneath. And that's the big thing. He takes the back door, and we are out the game.
Jeez.
Boom, 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 boom,
AJ, would you, I mean,
boom, boom, boom.
AJ, that's one thing you're taught, right, as a linebacker there. You cannot take the underneath. If you are going to go underneath, you got to make the play, right?
Yeah, they're going to make it look easy. They're going to try to bait you into taking the underneath, and you're right. Like, never take it, but if you take it, you absolutely better make the tackle.
Yeah.
Which he thought he was going to undercut and go, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what he
It's so
thought.
hard to make it. You got to hit that underneath right away if you want to make that tackle.
Yep. How good is that, though?
This dude is so good.
I mean,
Yeah.
Filthy.
He's so good. Now, granted, I think it's because how good the offensive line is and the scheme is, but you got to be able to have a guy that can get it when he gets to the next level. That's all he was doing. And then the big fella who's running with him at 300 and whatever, he's out too. That is
huge loss.
tough for Jets fans, man. And Jets fans are going to be like, of course.
Yeah.
But that's a shame for the entire NFL. We've got a young team that's very fast, explosive, and hungry, and all of a sudden they lose their 2 best players. How will they respond? We shall see. Sounds like they got some good guys, though. Sounds like you could put maybe another running back there, still be able to get James Robinson, be able to get
Yeah,
some
so
yards.
they make the trade. They get a nice pickup there. They got 4/5 of their offensive line still intact. Hopefully the guy that steps in for them does a fantastic job. But this, in my opinion, is the best blocked run play of the entire year so far.
Whoa!
Wow.
Let's get, we're handing out titles.
Go Jets.
Congratulations to the Jets, who have the best blocked play of the NFL season thus far.
Yeah. Big honor.
Is there going to be a better one, you think?
Oh, we got some good ones. Let's go. Let's see what we got next. Huh. What are we watching? High school football.
What?
We got some. What is this?
What is it?
It's exactly what I said whenever I saw it. But man, this is brilliant. This is some really good shit. I hope some more of this stuff,
Creativity.
creativity, ingenuity, creeps more into the NFL. Pep Hamilton, the offensive coordinator. So what's he trying to do right here? He's trying to get numbers. If, say, for instance, he's in here, or now he's in there, now you got numbers. You got 2 for 2, and then they're just going to throw the ball out to either side. If he's in here, 2 blockers for 2, now you throw the ball out there. We get the whole numbers game. These guys are split, he's split. Let's go to the back view. Okay, here we go. So you saw the running back started up here. He motions back. They like this picture. Again, 3 blockers for 3 blockers. What they're going to do here, which is really interesting, they end up pushing. They get a double team here, and they push out to him. They go 1 for 1 here. They basically leave him unblocked. Again, they could throw it out here. They could throw it out there. Or they can hand it off to Pierce, who is running the ball incredibly right now.
You're a big fan of this guy.
I'm a big fan of the way this guy's running the ball. He's smooth. He's doing a phenomenal job. You're not going to hear about him because the Houston Texans fucking stink. But
Good play design here.
great play design, great running back, hand it off. Watch this move. Watch him set up this. He's going to set this up like he's cutting it back here. This linebacker's going to play hard right here because he thinks the cutback's coming. All he does is just set him up to hit the big
Gaping
right there. Oh, he did. One little stutter step. He flies hard here. And there we are.
But
Wow. Look at that thing.
Dog.
That's fun designing. That's a fun play. That's fun if your offense was to run something like that. It'd be cool to see that out of a lot more offensive coordinators. Pep Hamilton shot out.
so
Shout
do you
out.
think the defense is just assuming there's no way in hell they're running the ball here?
Again, you put everybody. That's the whole thing about some of this creativity is you're trying to put them in a predicament. You want to make them make a decision. What is he thinking right here? They could go play action throw there, so now he has to hold long. Same thing with him. They could throw it over here, so he has to hold up. He could very easily pull this right now if Chandler comes. Now we throw it, and you got great numbers on the outside, right? So you're trying to put everybody in a bind to make a decision, and that's the whole purpose of some of these things right now. It is so hard to play offensive line right now because when I came into the NFL, there was one dude on every team. One. Now every team has 3 or 4. So how do we combat that, right? We try and do some of this creativity stuff. We try and get these guys to hesitate for a sec, bounce over the top, and then you get the big hole. Get these guys out leveraged somewhere else. And that's all you're trying to do is just create some form of a mismatch.
That's a 1st and 10 just out of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, unreal.
Just might as well drop this one in. Everybody has to prepare for next week going forward. More plays can be run out of there, right? Depending on how people run it.
Absolutely. I mean, you can do a billion different things out of that. Play action, quarterback run, whatever it is, right? And just throw it out to the left, throw it out to the right. There's so many things you can do.
They need it.
Yeah, big time.
And then you got the where you fake the quick, and then you got a guy running down the fucking sideline on a wheel route.
Yep. Ever heard of it?
Part of it.
Ever heard of it? Now you're gonna have to be able to protect whenever something like
Sure.
that happens. We did a fake punt that had something like a swinging gate,
Right.
Yeah, similar.
more little numbers game. We snapped it when we shouldn't have snapped it, but
Sure.
still the idea was there.
Stanford guy.
Good thought process. Right? It was a good thought.
Conceptually.
Conceptually.
In theory,
Theory.
it was brilliant.
Here we go. Seattle Seahawks.
AJ, they line up like that against you. What do? Just shit your pants and move on?
Yeah, pretty much. You actually hit on it. You said that it gives every defense something that they're going to have to sit there and walk through and work in practice, and the coach is going to spring it on them like Saturday morning to make sure we have everything checked out. And then even when you do, you get in the game, and like AQ said, it kind of puts everybody – they can't really be decisive. Like, okay, I got to slow play this. Oh, they might throw it outside. Oh, what if they run the ball? Like, you're kind of screwed.
It's a good play. They need to do it more. Hey, Frank, put it in.
Put it in, Frank.
Whoa, with
Frank, put it
Ellinger.
in with Sam Ellinger. Hell
QB
yeah.
run with him.
Oh,
Hey.
Frank, put it in. It's a copycat league.
He won't.
Exactly what it is. It
You
is a
won't put it
copycat league, and this is something that needs to be copied more. The Seattle Seahawks are doing awesome stuff in their run game. Check out what they go. They go a ton of 13 personnel. They love their tight ends right now. AJ, I think this is the play you're talking about. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a toss. This is a big scheme right now. Comes from the Shanahan world, right? And so Shane Waldron, who's the offensive coordinator up there, came from the Rams, McVay, Shanahan, that whole tree, right?
Massachusetts.
We're going to send him in motion. And here's what I love about this. We're going to send him in quick motion. We're going to snap it while he's got a full head of steam in motion. And these two are basically going to work in conjunction with one another, working Van Noy up to the second level. Oh, no. And this is what I love about this too. These guys, they have the hardest job because they have to block and they have to run routes, right? And so a lot of times if they're in a one-on-one block, they can't run off the ball. Why can't they run off the ball? They're scared to fucking death that this guy has a two-way go and can beat him inside or outside. So by doing this scheme where we're going to send him in motion and he's going to protect his inside, now he can run off the ball, try and get him stretched and get him outside. And then you have him coming inside out. And so when he comes across, here we go. And now watch this. Look at that. And look where he hits.
Boom.
Hits him in the hip. He's going to fall every time.
Boom.
Gets to the second level. That is the whole reason this play works. Offensive line really can just run off the ball. But the key to it is those two tight ends. But watch the offensive line just run off the ball. They get a double team up to there. And check this out. He ends up taking his.
Boom.
He picks up his. They basically switch responsibilities on the fly because they run like a form of a cross dog.
Boom.
The hip is the key. Hits the hip. He goes down. Gets up to the corner.
I mean,
Big,
hell of a fucking
gaping hole.
holes. I mean, that's pretty big.
And Kenneth Walker is just out the gate.
He's a dog.
Bye bye.
Michigan State.
Go green.
Did he get hurt?
Oh,
No,
no.
he's good to
back
go.
up.
Oh, he's the dude.
Unless Schultz.
Is this Seattle team, is it very similar personnel to last year? Like, why is their offensive line all of a sudden great this year when last year it fucking sucked? Like, is that more of a product of Russell being gone and them kind of being able to do what they wanted to do probably, or what is it?
Well, I think a lot of it, too, when you have a guy like Russell back there, right? You're paying him a shit ton of money. What do you want to use him for? You want to throw it, right? You got DK, you got Locke, you got all these things. And so when you get a guy who maybe at first, right, at the start of the season, now we design this offense where we're going to be run heavy. We're going to protect him. We're going to help him play good defense, get some run, get some gadgets, get some play action, get a billion different things to help him out. You don't need to help him out anymore because he's proved he's a guy, right? But they've also figured out this 13 personnel with all 3 tight ends, they can do a lot out of it. These guys are all athletic tight ends, so you can still get the pass game out of it, but you're going to get base defense 9 times out of 10. And you can get the runs that you run. You got your whole playbook in play.
How often did they use a formation like this with Russ? Like, is this completely new?
Yeah, they didn't do this a lot. They did not. They
Team
weren't.
3's like, these motherfuckers.
3 tight ends.
This is more Cleveland, right? Like when you turn Cleveland on, Cleveland does this all the time because they want to run the fuck out of it.
How about the timing of when they snap this ball? That's a lot of trust. That's a lot of work on that because Geno can get tripped by this guy going across. The Titans did this against us where they sent a guy in motion, and it was like perfectly timed. The guy was, I think, timing it up perfect as Derrick Henry was about to hit it.
Yeah.
And it was the one I sent to you. I'm like, the timing here is so good because that's a lot of trust, that's a lot of faith, that's a lot of confidence, and that's also, I mean, you kind of got to say fuck it and just hope that it all pans out. Everybody's got to buy in and do their job.
So much practice goes into all this stuff with the shifts, with the motions, with all the
I mean, if he gets
eye-candy.
tripped right there, the fucking play is over.
It's over.
Maybe fumble, too.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Yeah, or you get the snap a tad early, and now he botches the handoff then, right? So
And it's perfectly timed. That guy doesn't even have to lose speed. He hits the hip and then he bounces up. That's really good shit.
really good stuff. And the key to it is, again, it all comes from the Shanahan tree. What you said, Tennessee comes from the Shanahan tree. Atlanta comes from the Shanahan tree. The Jets come from the Shanahan tree.
What?
You know,
Oh, I thought
49ers.
Shanahan stunk. People were
Yeah,
trying.
he's got a losing record without Jimmy G.
Speaking
We saw
of,
Trent Williams do this, right? A little bit AQ, but they turned it up inside more, didn't they? When Trent Williams was in motion, that guy.
Yeah, they did it a little bit with
here we
Trent
go.
last year. They would start doing that towards the end of the year last year, and also in the playoffs they did it. They would bring in an extra tackle and basically put Trent as the F fullback and do the same shit. They would fly him across, and boom, he's coming inside out trying to kill somebody.
and that's not what they're doing on this play, but still something from the Shanahan tree who's affecting everybody's run game. It sounds like that's worth a fuck.
Absolutely. He's been unbelievable, and the copycat league that we speak of, it is getting taken across the entire league from everybody.
Patriots were trying to do that, and they had so much trouble with it because they couldn't figure out the zone blocking scheme.
Timing or because they were trying to do it in the
Yeah.
the training camp. I remember they couldn't figure it out.
So much work has to go into the zone scheme. It's all timing, it's all footwork, it's all steps. These guys go through a 50-play practice, and 42 of them are runs when most teams go through it, and 42 of them are passes. And you're getting your 8 runs of practice, and you got to make them fucking work, right? So that's the difference between these guys, which also kills them when they're down in the fourth quarter.
What's the stat?
I think they're like 1-29 when they're down 3
Yes.
in the fourth quarter under Shanahan because everything is predicated off this run game, and when they can't run it and they got to do a drop back pass, it's not the best situation.
Oh, you hate Jimmy G.
Hey, let's rewind this to the beginning, Pat, if you can. So let's kind of just talk the blocking scheme. This is essentially what you would call a bob play. Or you can also call it an ISO. Why do you call it bob? Back on backer. Who's the back? Juszczyk. Most teams would line him up.
Back.
Most teams would line him up in the eye or the weak and run this ISO or bring him through. You get a double team to there. You get a double team to there. You get a seal block on the backside. Big Trent, you don't got to worry about. He's got the one-on-one basically kick out, and he runs off the ball and does a fantastic job on Frank Clark. But here's what I love about what Kyle Shanahan does. There's always one responsibility that he adds a wrinkle to. And so what they would normally do if this was a true bob play, you could bring him from here, send him across, and on the snap, we're going to snap it somewhere right when he gets to about here. He would come through and block the will linebacker. What is awesome, what is unbelievable, what I love.
Love this.
It's always one wrinkle. You don't see him. Ayuk's right here. He's right outside this picture. Ayuk and Kyle Juszczyk are going to exchange responsibilities. But watch his eyes. He thinks Juszczyk's coming for him. So he's going to come up, sit in the hole, look at Juszczyk, and he's going to get ear-holed by Ayuk. And when Ayuk comes in, the corner has to trail, and Juszczyk goes right off this block. Watch this. It's going to come right there. Now Juszczyk will come and block Ayuk's guy. And there is the big gaping hole.
That's awesome.
And then you got this dude, one-on-one with 22, and he has no idea where to go, and then he's going to make someone miss. this guy's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem moving forward.
You think so? Just because they're going to give him holes and McCaffrey's going to fucking expose them.
100%. And he's going to have 25 touches a game in so many different ways.
So this was planned for Ayuk to end up blocking this guy.
Yep.
And for Juszczyk to block this guy. And this guy thinks that this guy's probably getting him, or he's getting a free shot at that guy.
Look where his eyes are. He feels so good right now. He's like, oh, I'm going to make this play. Or I'm going to take on Juszczyk, who I've already got him out-leveraged. I'm going to make, oh, shit. I just got hit from the side. And if you watch the end of this, you'll see it kind of, look, he goes down. Now he's going to get back up. Ayuk's going to go back after this.
Oh!
Beast.
Now watch it. Keep let it go if we can, hopefully. Somewhere up there. Ayuk puts him down again.
When they're scheming this,
Hell yeah.
when they're scheming this during the week, Ayuk obviously being a wideout, like who is his wide receiver coach scheming that for him, or is this in a team meeting? How does that work as far as
whoever's doing the run game, which we've talked about, Chris Furster, the offensive line coach there, is working in cahoots with Shanahan. This is all Shanahan stuff, but you get these different ideas every week, and you get these different little wrinkles, like I said, off of all their stuff, which is awesome with what they do always, is you always get angles. Everything they do in Shanahan's scheme is to get angles. So now, instead of a guy working like this,
What's the angle?
What's the angle?
What's the angle?
we get the angle here, we get the angle here. These guys can just seal. You get cheeks. We're looking for cheeks, boys.
Find the
That's right.
cheeks.
Yeah. Find
Always
the
looking
cheeks.
for cheeks.
Slap the
Turn out,
cheeks.
steal
That's
block.
right.
There's your block.
Boom.
There's your hole, I mean.
Hey, Q, imagine the play action off of that. You got linebackers don't want to get cracked, so they just shoot it up in there like, oh no, this is a boot here, and then the guys are running scot free.
I mean, how good is this, AJ, right? Like, I mean, you've seen a billion different schemes, right? Like, how good is this when you can take what has been drawn up as a weak side ISO for 100 years, and you just add one little thing, and everybody's like, Kyle Shanahan's brilliant, which he is, because most people are scared to make that little adjustment.
But if they're not leading in the third quarter or the fourth quarter, then he's not brilliant, you're saying.
Then it's tough. Then it's tough.
I think the thing that I enjoy about this in the trenches is we would have never known that that's a scheme thing. We'd have been just like, oh, Ayuk got blocked into that guy.
Yeah,
and then
genius.
at first it's like, no, like they schemed this up perfectly, and the Chiefs did exactly what they thought they were going to do.
Yep.
And how could you not, I guess, if you're the Chiefs, is what AJ was saying?
Exactly. I mean, that's what I love about it. And I also think with Juszczyk going there and them exchanging responsibilities, it gives Trent the freedom to run off the ball because I think he can help him if he does work inside. You see what I'm saying? So they're almost working in conjunction.
Who's the offensive line coach doing this?
Chris Furster.
Dog.
What is he
great.
famous for?
Where was he before?
Stud.
Was he in Miami?
Really good coach.
Oh, yeah. They were
Oh,
running
that's
the ball.
right. Dolphins O-line meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
fired
That's
up.
right.
He's
That's
fucking
right.
a great offensive line coach, though, you're saying.
He's arguably the best in the NFL.
He's my favorite.
He's got
Very-
more hours in the day than everybody.
very, very good.
Yeah. Energy
Very-
like you couldn't dream about.
Hey, we got some big bumps.
Big bumps.
Big bump.
This week there was a couple big bumps.
Couple
Chris.
big bumps. What I love this guy coming out in the draft. Comes from Wisconsin, Whitewater, Division III. So what's he doing when he comes into the NFL? He's coming in with a chip on his shoulder.
Hell yeah.
I love guys with chips on the shoulder because they're always trying to prove. They're always trying to be pricks. They're always trying to do the extra dirty stuff.
He was on
dirty
Good Morning
stuff.
Football every day. For
Yeah.
like
2 months.
He's the prince of GMFB.
Yeah.
He was doing a great job on there every morning. He was lifting logs and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has dreads, right?
Yes, he does.
Okay, yeah, and we know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dog.
Quinn Miners. We're going to get a little man
four.
play. We're going to get a pin and pull. Here's the pin. Here's the pull. Check this out. We're getting the trap right here. Boom. Oh, now watch Quinn. He gets him down. And now watch this. Uh-oh. Now wait for it.
Oh, look how excited this guy just got. Look at how excited
Look at
he
that
is.
smile. I mean, that's unbelievable.
that wasn't legal.
I thought they made that. They're not allowed. You guys aren't allowed to do that
Yeah, that
anymore.
was a fucking cheap shot.
I
He was
love
getting
it.
up.
If there's no
He
flag.
was on his way up.
If there's no flag, hey, keep doing that, Quinn. Boom. Finish the play. Boom. Finish him. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
How good is that?
Jeez,
Pretty sweet.
you love that guy, huh?
I just love finish. That's why I like Tevin Jenkins. The guy's trying to finish on every play.
Hell yeah.
Tevin Jenkins, right guard from the Chicago Bears.
Right guard from the Bears. He's been on the big bump segment this year. He's always helping and trying to go get ribs. He's trying to bury people. He's trying to put people down.
So this is called big dirty bumps?
Yeah.
Oh, this is called big bumps.
Big dirty bumps.
Big
It's an
finish.
STD.
So like offensive linemen are like
Or
that
something
guy
else.
that tried taking a rib from Jesus. They're always trying to get ribs.
Always trying to get ribs.
Well, I think the
Marilyn
rib was
Manson?
marriage, wasn't that?
Yeah.
This play.
I thought
just-
that was to create
Talking
him,
Marilyn Manson?
to create Eve.
You know,
Maryland did the rib so he could fellatio.
Suck his dicky, dude.
That's
That's
right.
right. My bad. My
His
bad.
ding
Yeah, yeah.
ding.
So,
Good for him.
we'll start calling these Marylands.
so he can finish his play.
Because we're taking ribs out.
Yeah.
These are calling Maryland. Maryland Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn
Bumps.
Monroe just had a movie. Apparently, it wasn't good. Stunk.
Marilyn Monroe's been dead for 50 years.
Moment
they
of silence
just-
for Marilyn
They
Monroe.
just made,
Damn.
They just made
Yeah,
a
they're
movie
right.
about it, dude. It's
Who
called
killed
Blonde.
her?
Ana
she die?
Ana de Armas.
I don't know. I do not know anything about Marilyn Monroe.
Super. I mean,
Connor does.
Yeah, I know how she died.
Hey, just so
We're trying to have a
everybody-
moment of silence
Yeah.
for Marilyn Monroe.
I
we are.
apologize.
Wasn't she friends with Fidel?
I just found out she passed away. So, what's so funny? Everybody needs to relax.
A couple weeks ago.
But yeah. No.
This is almost as bad as Shinzu, I assume, with how everybody's acting.
No,
I assume Marilyn Monroe's been dead for a long time.
not nearly as long as Shinzu.
Her movie.
and AJ's referencing, it does appear she might have been death by doorknob. And we know how that all
right.
works.
Okay.
What?
Doorknob.
Big political shows. Remember that.
That's right.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you do.
I don't either.
No.
Rest in peace to Marilyn
I don't.
Monroe.
Rest in peace.
Like Tony
Are we going back to some
I know
big
the
dirty?
Yeah, let's do it.
Bourdain.
Let's do it. Here we
Where
go.
are we? In the trenches? or-
That wasn't her.
We're in a lot of trenches right now. not just the football ones.
What we got here, AK?
You know what? I
kind of
wouldn't
play we got
rather
set
be
up
in any
here?
other trench with any other guys.
Hell yeah!
I pray not for winning because God willing we shall.
God willing, we shall. Amen.
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 Let's go.
We ready?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's
I
go.
got a conversation with some senators tonight about our guy Gump, by the way. So.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm tired of running around.
If
We all are.
Straight to the
if
source.
you don't get anywhere, maybe mention UFOs. See where we're at.
Who you
on that
talking to,
front.
Dr. Oz or? He's running. I see the ads.
Is he?
Sure is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are you talking to Kane?
Not an actual position. He's doing like
Governor, I'm pretty sure.
Governor?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Governor.
What? He's from Pennsylvania?
He's
yeah.
going
Oh,
against. It's a heated battle.
Dr. Oz is
He's
from
going against some
Pennsylvania?
guy from Braddock, or not Braddock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Braddock.
Braddock?
Yeah,
Fetterman's from Braddock.
there he is.
Revitalized, Brad.
Fetterman?
Oh boy.
This, I
Fetterman's
think it's a
running this
big
year?
left versus-
Braddock is.
I think it's a big left versus right fucking political race.
Most are.
Oh, you don't
No,
say.
no, I mean like this is a big one.
He's
I'm
like
being-
far left, far
this,
right.
This is a big
Oh.
one.
Dr. Oz?
Yeah,
All right.
Where does he fall? Oh, we know where he falls.
he's
He's in Pennsylvania, I guess.
People are pissed because I guess he lives in either Jersey or New York or something.
I'm startled to know that he's from Pennsylvania.
He's not.
Okay. All right, good.
He's running though.
He's going to be the governor of a state he doesn't live in or from? I didn't know that was legal. Can you do that? I guess so.
The doctor, I
house.
guess.
So,
Well, good luck out there, Dr. Oz.
You got it, Doc.
Good luck out there, the guy from Braddock, too. If a guy becomes governor from fucking Braddock, what a story. For those who don't know, Braddock is you got to be a real motherfucker to be from Braddock.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Get that guy in office then.
I mean, Dr. Oz is running for governor?
I think the Braddock guy too is not on he's not on Connor's side.
Oh, yeah, because I was thinking Dr. Drew.
Dr. Oz is on Connor's side.
Dr. Drew is running for governor?
No, that's
know.
what I pictured in my mind.
Same.
And we
Dr.
know.
Drew did go to school. Okay, has many. That was the guy we had on.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dr. Oz didn't go to school.
Yes, he did.
I don't know. He's running for governor, I guess.
Jesus. He's
All
trying
right, let's move on.
if he's not on my side, is he trying to bring fucking mass back to
No,
Pennsylvania?
no, Dr. Oz. I think you'd like his
yeah,
running.
Dr. Oz
stances.
on your side.
Okay.
Yeah.
On your side, we're Americans. What are we fucking talking
That's
about?
Well,
right.
you heard
That's
Connor.
right. We're on America's
You heard
side.
Connor earlier about fucking sleepy time and coloring books.
Look,
You know.
I'm not the one that makes the commander-in-chief schedule, all right? It's him.
What is your problem? That's our president.
Yeah?
It might be Pennsylvania's governor, Dr. Oz. He
Yeah.
used to have a pretty
Good
a
daytime show, yeah.
careful with our president, too. AJ's going to get pissed and hang up if you say that.
Are we not all on the side of
Yeah,
everybody
we-
that lives?
We are. AJ.
I am.
Liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Amen.
Con. We see
Amen.
right through you, Con. We see right through you.
For
That's
Senate.
impossible. I'm fat,
For
idiot.
Senate, by the way, as well, not for governor.
Either way, same thing.
I don't know what that means. I'm talking to some of them
You mean
tonight,
state
though.
senator.
Let's go.
We need to get Gumpy back in.
Yes.
Why'd you tell us to talk about this during your segment?
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know you were getting
Just-
political
we're just
within
wet.
the trenches all of a sudden. What's this guy's deal?
Sounds like you're the most political one out of everybody. That's what I'm just learning. That's what I'm learning here.
Oh,
Anyways, rest in peace to Marilyn Monroe.
miss you, Marilyn.
Honestly.
That's right.
And Marilyn Manson will be what we call the cheap shots to the ribs because they're
Yes.
trying to take one out.
Yeah,
Perfect.
boom.
Dr. Oz, all right. Guy from Braddock, good luck.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right, let's get into this. We're in trench with the Cowboys. Is this a big bump here?
There's a big bump.
Optic bump or like actual bump?
This one will get talked about in this offensive line room all week long.
Oh.
Okay.
Not
bump.
optically like, okay, we just crushed him
God damn it.
sideways, but who do we got here? We got Aiden Hutchinson. Top 5 pick, right?
Yeah.
Two.
Number 2.
Number 2 overall. There it is. You're not going to be real excited after this one. folks.
Why are we picking on the rookie?
He had a good game.
Tyler Smith, other rookie. We got another rookie, right? First round pick.
Tulsa, I believe.
Top 20 pick. Boom. Great set. Hands are ready. Let's go. Get your hands on him. Oh, the bull rush is coming. What are we going to do now?
Dump
Torque him?
Damn.
Shit.
My
do
God.
Come on.
I'll do that.
It's a great finish. It's a great finish.
It's like holding to me.
Hands are inside. Now we're going to
Holding.
torque him inside,
Dragged him down.
and we just bury him.
Hutch.
Come on.
Hutch
a
had a
good one.
big time third down sack this game.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yep. Finally got some sacks out of him.
Whoa.
Finally got some production out of him.
Whoa.
Good.
Whoa.
Someone's
But
pushing it in.
here we go. Look at that. That's not a position you want to be in. When we look at that, this is a great way to slow this thing. Watch this thing. Oh, he slides. He's like, oh, shit.
Help.
Oh, shit, what do I do?
I miss Michigan.
I'm happy he didn't get hurt in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
But how good is that by the rookie left tackle?
It's pretty good.
Ate the bull
Hey,
rush.
if he would have been hurt, though, AQ, if he would have been hurt, sorry to cut you off, they probably would have changed the rules and said this is illegal. He'd be up in arms, I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
Well
Aiden
played.
Hutchinson.
Well
Yeah.
played, AJ.
He was the guy. He's not having as fast as a starter. I thought he had a sack this past
He
weekend.
had 2 sacks this
3 in
weekend.
one game.
Two sacks this weekend?
Yeah, and then he did have 3 in one game, but let's keep in mind.
5 sacks?
Pretty good.
But
It was against Carl Wentz.
Who cares?
in Carl.
Yes, it's
They all
5
count.
sacks.
No, I like it. I think he's doing really good. I mean, he's young, too.
He's got 5 sacks?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm saying he got buried on that particular play. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, we appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an Entrenched AQ show.
Thank you.